I'm the plant propagator, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you something that really isn't plant related, but it's more orchid related, and I'm going to show you how to make an orchid hanger. What I use are these 12 gauge hanging rods, and you can get these at Home Depot for less than 20 bucks for 50 of them. Ends up when you buy these type of orchid hangers in the store, these are for pots I should say, when you buy these things in the store, they end up costing between $2.50 and $4, and I can make one like this out of this for less than 40 cents. I've been making them all day. I'm getting pretty good at it, pretty fast at it, but I kind of want to show you what how to make these things quickly. I don't know if any of you need 50 of them like I'm making, but I want to show it to you anyway. To start out with this thing, again, these are 6-foot pieces of 12 gauge galvanized steel, and what you got to do is first make a bend in the end of it right here, so it's about 6 inches long right here, and you make a bend like this. There's going to be a lot of work that I'm going to be doing with my hands as I get this thing going, and so you make it about like this. I should also mention that you need some good tools in order to do this, because there's a lot of bending, and it's good to have something that's fairly stable. So you make the first bend like this. The second bend, I'm going to do this fast, is you come up here about a ½ inch short of this this line, and then you bend it down like this. Then you get about another ½ inch in like this, and you bend it like so, and then you get about another, I guess about another inch, inch and a quarter, and you bend it again. And I've been doing this all day, so I'm getting pretty good at this and pretty fast at this. The second one is to bend it down, and what you're trying to do is make a shape like this. All right, and this is because this goes underneath the pot, and this is the hanger. The other thing is this needs to go on the outside, because this holds the pot in place, and you just kind of need to force it to the outside so it goes like this, and then bend to make sure the whole thing is straight. The other thing to do is to bend this little tab right here just a little bit so that you have the angle, because this is what goes on the inside of the pot. All right, so that's that, and then I'm going to do the other side the exact same way. And to do that, it's the same type of thing. You go about, and I'm measuring 6 inches, because I'm doing this a lot, from about here to the tip of this needle nose pliers. That's not very needle nose. All right, so again, the first bend is right here. And we're going to make this a little tighter. Second bend, about here. Third bend. Gonna be about like this. And again, I'm just doing the same thing that I did on the other side. And then again, you work this thing around and go to the other side. And then we bend, again, this piece right here, because it goes inside the pot, and we want that little curl. The final step here is to take these two ends and bend them together, right like this. And when you bend them together, you want to make sure these meet, because these two things go inside the pot. This goes inside the pot, and this grabs the lip on the outside of the pot. So we're going to bend these together, and then as we're holding this, to make sure that this is aligned, we're going to press this together watch. Press this together, and at the end, we're gonna need, this always is a challenge for me. At the end, you're gonna need to get this close together. And this is where it kind of gets fun. Wow, that one worked well. Normally it doesn't go that well. So what we have is these ends that are pretty close together. They came apart a little bit, and I'll show you how to correct that at the end. But the final thing that you do is make your hook at the top of the hanger, like so. The final thing again that I wanted to show you is because these things aren't, you can see they aren't quite level. So what you can do in order to fix this is kind of bend this up just a little bit to make them, you can bend this down if you want, but I don't like doing that. I like bending it up. And a little bit more so that we have these level at the end. So that these aren't quite where precise, but they're going to be on opposite sides of the pot. I should say that you can bend this out a little bit just so it goes out a little bit. I'd like to show you how to put this pot hanger that we just made on to the actual pot. So to do that, oh, I should mention that you should use a pot maybe 6.5 inches or smaller. You don't want to put a big pot on there. I'm not sure this will hold it. But to do this, you just slip these tabs that we bent inside the pot. Press down until the clip comes down around the rim of the pot, and that's all there is to it. Just like that, and these will work well. This is what I use to hold most of my pots on of orchids on my fence and on my pergola. And that's it. Happy propagating.